Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Behind the Plays. We are here with our Week 9 recap, Week 10 predictions. The Golden Week, if you may. Some of us are looking forward to this bowl of a week. I myself. This is the week.
This is the week.
Next week, one of us is wearing face paint.
Yes.
But I am here with the one and only Eric.
Hello.
We are attempting something this week, ladies and gentlemen. We are attempting to speed run the podcast. So what this means is we're going to try to get sub 30 minutes. That means I can't rant about the Eagles, even though I want to rant about the Eagles because I'm very upset but very happy all in one breath.
Keep it to a realistic amount.
I'm going to try my best here, and then we're going to give our predictions. Predictions are always really fast, okay? Before we get started, the Buccaneers, the football team, the Lions, and the Seahawks were all on bye weeks this week, so the Lions could not lose this week. That's why it was upset week, unfortunately. Yeah, they did because they weren't a part of upset week.
Yes.
But it is upset. It was upset week, and we're going to get started. Are you ready? Timer ready?
The timer is ready. I got it right here.
All right. Let's do this thing. If you guys enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, like on Spotify if I ever decide to upload them, and thank you guys for watching and listening and all that fun stuff, and welcome to Behind the Plays. All right, ready?
Go.
Jets and Colts.
So Jets and Colts Thursday Night Football. Big story coming out of this was that Zach Wilson was hurt for this game. Going into it was supposed to be Mike White. He also got hurt for this game. So starting quarterback, the quarterback duties ultimately fell to Josh Johnson,
who popped off.
He honestly had a pretty good game. He went 27 of 41 for 317, 3 touchdowns and 1 pick. Before Mike White got hurt, though, he threw 7 of 11 for 95 yards and 1 touchdown.
He also looked really good.
MVP of this game, high key, was, I would argue, Jonathan Taylor, but more than anything, it's the combination of Jonathan Taylor and Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz had one hell of a game.
He did. He went 22 of 30 for 272, 3 touchdowns. Jonathan Taylor, I think with Derrick Henry being out for an extended period of time, Jonathan Taylor has a realistic shot at the rushing title, I think.
Yeah, I think he's gonna win whatever best running back you could possibly win award-wise. He's the best running back in the AFC right now.
Without Derrick Henry.
Without Derrick Henry.
Yes.
Without Derrick Henry, he's actually playing out of his mind.
Nick Chubb missed a week, and I believe Nick Chubb is going to miss this week,
Nick
too.
Chubb is on COVID now. Yeah, he's on the COVID list now, so it's even worse. And Kareem Hunt's out with an injury, so all the good running backs are falling like flies.
Yeah, I can't really think of any really good running backs in the AFC.
Yeah,
I'm a huge Melvin Gordon guy, but he's not going to win the rushing title.
He's not doing that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So Colts ultimately win this game 45-30. Colts look good. Now that they're going into what should be the easier part of their schedule, I think they have a realistic shot at winning the South. Well, maybe not. With clearly how good
how the Titans are playing. We'll get to them in just a moment.
Yep. So Jets are terrible. They need a lot of help.
What else we knew? They're on to their third-string quarterback who's looking like a good first-string quarterback right now for some reason. But it's the Colts. You never know what you're going to get from them.
Right.
Moving right along, we got into the Sunday games. Falcons at Saints. I'm pretty sure the Falcons won this football game.
They did win this game, but it was a
last-second field goal. This is like a couple weeks in a row that the Falcons have almost falconed, but proceeded to not falcon.
They were winning,
changing their ways.
They were winning. What would that be? 17-3.
I will do you one better. They were winning 24-6.
Yeah, 24-6 at one point. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just see 17-3 going into the fourth quarter, and then the Saints put up 22 points.
Yep.
So
they were up 24-6 with like 10 minutes left of the fourth quarter. They put up 19 straight points or something like that because of the 2-point conversions or something weird. They missed them, so it was like 19 straight points from Trevor Siemian, the God, and then the young Hui Koo popped off.
The boy Simeon Toast Crunch.
The GOAT. Oh, yeah. Simeon Toast. Hey, listen, that's a great nickname. Trevor Siemian is he played really well.
He did play really well. With the injury to Jameis Winston, obviously the Saints elected to go with backup Trevor Siemian over Taysom Hill. What were your thoughts on that?
Which is interesting. I think Taysom Hill deserves a shot. I don't understand why he's not given one.
Yeah, I mean,
he's been there for too long not to give him a shot.
I agree with that. But Trevor Siemian did kind of pop off. I believe wasn't this Mark Ingram's first game as a Saint this year, I should say?
Yes. Because he just got traded there during the trade deadline.
Okay, so then, so him and Alvin Kamara had a pretty good day. They had 93 yards rushing combined. Alvin Kamara scored once. And they had 22 carries. Overall, pretty good game from the Saints, but the Falcons just kind of squeaked it out a little bit.
Yep, and they much need to win in their division, so it's pretty interesting with Jameis Winston out.
Yeah, with Jameis Winston being out, that the door was potentially closing for the Saints to miss the playoffs. But here's the thing. The NFC has like 5 teams that are going to make playoffs. But there's 2 more that have to, and I don't know who they'll be at this point.
Exactly. It's all up in the air because with the Eagles losing this week in a very narrow loss as well, they were in that contention. Giants are heating up at the right time.
The Falcons potentially.
The Falcons are heating up in the right time right now.
I don't think
the Saints are still decent. The Bears aren't out of the question.
Yeah, I don't think the Bears or Vikings are completely out of this.
Dude, I don't even think the Panthers are out of the question either because with CMC back, yeah, they may have lost this week, but they're going to get some more wins.
And Russ comes back this week for the Seahawks too.
Exactly. Sam Darnold just got hurt, so I don't know, man.
Yeah, we'll see.
Anyway.
All right. Well, that brings us to the Broncos-Cowboys.
My favorite upset of the week.
Yeah, Holy. My favorite too.
Broncos beat the Cowboys in amazing fashion.
Yes. So
Teddy, I am a troll who lives under the Bridgewater, freaking popped off.
Boy, Teddy
Tim Patrick. God,
dude,
crazy
Tim Patrick
game.
Is so good. I was very impressed with.
Dude,
I've been impressed with Tim Patrick for the last
30-0.
couple of years. Yeah. No, the Broncos won this game 30-0. The Cowboys scored 16 empty calorie points.
Exactly.
They didn't matter.
It was great.
Honestly, the story of this game, in my opinion, was the Broncos defense, who stepped up tremendously.
Huge defensive
The Cowboys couldn't get anything going. Jonathan Cooper had 2 sacks, and Caden Stearns had a pick. They were without. This was obviously their first game without Von Miller, which, by the way, I'm wearing the Von Miller jersey because he didn't play for the Rams this week. So as far as I know, he's a Bronco.
As far as I'm concerned, his energy was there.
Yeah. They were also without Malik Reed. I believe he was hurt for this game too. So.
I also would like to point out the disrespect that the Broncos did, and it made me feel so good because the Cowboys have been doing stupid shit like this all season. The fourth quarter, first touchdown they score, they go for 2.
Heck yeah. The disrespect.
I respect. It was great.
Yes.
They were like, you know what's better than 26-0? 27.
Yeah. So I was very impressed with the Broncos win. Very interestingly, for this AFC West now, all 4 teams are at 5 wins.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
I don't know what's going on over there.
Neither do I. I've lost track.
I don't know what's going to happen, but it's crazy.
Yeah, it's
that was a big win specifically for the Broncos momentum-wise because now they're going into a game with the Eagles where it's very winnable at home.
A winnable game in Denver.
Yeah, so we'll see.
That's going to be huge, especially since Chiefs and the Raiders play, and that's going to have huge AFC West implications. And then the Chargers play the Vikings, which is also very winnable.
Right. One of them has to lose.
Exactly.
So, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
All right, Patriots Panthers then. Patriots win 24-6.
Patriots are a half a game, by the way, behind the Bills for the division.
I know, that's crazy to me. I didn't think the Patriots were going to be this good, but honestly,
they're playing out of their minds. Mac Jones is playing great.
The Patriots defense really had a tremendous game. I mean, Sam Darnold threw 3 picks.
Sam Darnold also was hurt.
Yeah, I mean, Sam Darnold looked like Jets Sam Darnold.
I don't know if it was that or it was the Patriots defense because Sam Darnold always struggles, I swear, with that team because, Jets. But I swear, it's always the Patriots D. He gives issues all the time.
Yeah.
So, I have nothing else to say outside that the Patriots just played a really good football game.
Yeah, I've honestly been very impressed with the Patriots, and I think the Patriots are a very realistic team to make one of the wild cards.
Absolutely, and they even got a pick 6 out of all that. Like, it's just that's just good football.
That was like classic Patriots football.
Exactly.
Do things the right way. Don't do things flashy. Just win.
Exactly. That's how they win games. They do that the easy way.
Yep.
Their way. Next up on the docket was Vikings at Ravens. I'm pretty sure this game came down to a overtime field goal. Did it not?
It did, yes. Ravens won in overtime.
Yeah. Adam Thielen caught a touchdown with about a minute left. Le'Veon Bell scored a touchdown this game. Lamar Jackson threw 2 picks, which I'm not really too concerned about, but he also ran for 120 yards. Marquise Brown did his thing. Justin Jefferson playing good football. Dalvin Cook playing good football. It was just a great game, and the Vikings are doing what they do best this season and lose a game by a field goal.
I mean, yeah,
they've done it 4 times this season.
Yeah, the Vikings are losing very, very, very close games. The Vikings are honestly a decent team. The Vikings genuinely are probably. I'm going to make a comparison here, and I think it's pretty accurate. The Vikings are like the Colts of the NFC.
Yes, agreed, 100%. Because they're losing games very closely, and they're better than what their record shows.
Exactly. Yeah, the Vikings are way better than 3-5. I think the Vikings genuinely are probably like a 5-3 team.
Yeah,
the Vikings.
I honestly think they could have won all 3 of the games that they lost.
The Vikings should be pretty securely the 6th seed, genuinely.
Yeah, they're going to struggle a little bit.
Yeah. So, but I mean, Kirk had a decent day. 17-28, 187 yards for 2 touchdowns, no picks. Lamar Jackson had those 2 picks as well, which were not atrocious, but they are 2 picks. It's still two turnovers.
Yeah, and I think you don't get those 2. You don't get one of those turnovers, you win the game. Very easily, very convincingly at that. So, Ravens played great. Those 2 picks really hindered them at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And Kirk Cousins he is so weird. I feel like he's such a good quarterback right now, but his team is like lacking. They're not getting the W's, and it pains me to see it for him.
Yeah.
I used to hate on Kirk Cousins a lot, but I am sad for him. But I'm good with this game.
Yep.
The Battle of the Purple ended with the Dark Purple winning.
Battle of the Orange now. Browns Bengals.
Yeah, and this is an AFC North?
Yeah,
West,
AFC North.
East, North.
One of the directions.
North showdown, whereas the Bengals get knocked down. This is a lot. There's a lot of 5-win teams here too. I'm pretty sure everyone's 5 wins outside the Ravens.
The Ravens have 6 wins. Yeah. Everybody else is at 5.
So
Dude, the Bengals used to be the number 1 team in the AFC. Now they're in last in the AFC North. That's how crazy close the AFC is.
That's how close it is. It's so close.
Not just the North, like the AFC.
No, the AFC. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Browns, pulled on a show. Baker Mayfield came back and he threw 2 touchdowns on 14 of 21. Nick Chubb had 137 yards and 2 touchdowns. People's whatever the heck his name is.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Yeah, he's really, really good. But big news coming out of Cleveland is OBJ was released on last weekend, I believe, over the weekend, and he cleared waivers on Monday.
I think he got released yesterday. Or no, he got released Sunday.
He cleared
waivers today, I think.
No, he cleared waivers Monday.
I don't know.
He hasn't been picked up yet. I'm surprised he hasn't been picked up. First off, I'm surprised no one's come.
Well, you want to know why he didn't get picked
unclaimed. He was unclaimed on waivers, and he's going to become a free agent.
Do you want to know why he
didn't
get
get
picked up?
Contract. Probably
it's not because of his contract. His contract is $7.25, according to Adam Schefter. Did you see that tweet? Yeah, I think he forgot to include the word million.
Yeah.
So his contract was $7.25.
Oh yeah, no, that's free real estate.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like, OBJ made a statement that basically said, if a bad team picks me up, I'm gonna cause problems.
That makes sense, but like, I feel that though. Like,
but
it's
here's
like
the thing.
You want to play for a contender. What's a contender that's gonna want to pick you up right now?
Exactly. Who's the contender that wants to pick you up?
Chiefs got it sold. The friggin', like the Patriots.
I think genuinely,
they're not really a contender though.
I think realistically, I could see the 2 quote unquote contenders that might pick up OBJ would be Green Bay or Seattle. I could see either of those 2.
I hope he doesn't go to Seattle specifically. That'd be such a weird team. But him and DK together sounds
genuinely, you want to know the best fit, in my opinion, I think it would be for him. And like the team would need him, and I think would be a good spot for him.
Where?
Even though it's not really a contender, would be Atlanta.
Yo, okay. Yes, and I've thought this, and I promise you I'm trying not to be biased about it. But honestly, if he landed like Chargers or Philly, I think both of those places are good for him too. Like, because scheme-wise, the Eagles would open up so much based off of what they've been running lately.
Like
how they've been doing their football.
How
they've been doing their schemes. I would love OBJ on the Eagles.
OBJ and Philly does not seem like a match made in heaven. That seems like
for him, he would hate
interests.
He would hate it.
Yes.
But Philly fans would love it.
That's true. I guess OBJ was a former Giant too, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the only reason, and he can't go to the Cowboys. They already have 4 receivers that play football.
No, he won't get any PT in Dallas.
And definitely not Washington because they barely have a quarterback. He's not going to New York, obviously. The Eagles would be fun. But definitely, I could see LA. People have been saying the Raiders, and I'm like...
Or the Chargers.
I said the Rams because I was like, the Rams are just going to collect Infinity Stones like the Buccaneers did last year.
That's fair.
That's what I said. I was like, he's gonna go to the Rams just to keep collecting Infinity Stones.
Yeah,
the Rams are ready, and I wouldn't be surprised because, dude, they have a good receiving core, but could you imagine adding him to that receiving core? Because you have Cooper Kupp and then you have Robert Woods. Who was the other? They released Jackson.
It was D-Jax who signed with the Raiders.
And now you put OBJ there. He did?
Yeah, D-Jax signed with the Raiders.
Oh, you've got to be kidding! I have to go mourn. Yeah. I am so sad. That actually pains me. No. Anyway, we're on a timer. I'm upset. Fuck the Raiders, bro. I hate the Raiders, dude.
Dude, me too. I've been there.
I didn't hate them as much. Now I just hate them more, dude. Deshaun Jackson has to wear that black jersey, and that makes me upset.
Yeah, Baker and Nick Chubb both had good days for the Browns, and Browns honestly really smacked up the Bengals and upset them pretty heavily. This was the Browns I was expecting to see all year.
Yeah, and this was the Bengals I was kind of expecting to see, but I wasn't expecting them to get smacked like this after I've seen what they can do. Joe Mixon still had a great day. Jamar Chase didn't really show up, and I think that's the big factor as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll see. But, he's a rookie. He hasn't really had a bad game all year. He's allowed to have one of those. He's a rookie. Let him be. All right. I said my favorite upset. This is actually the upset of the week. Jacksonville held the Bills to 6 points.
Yes. You want to know the best part, okay?
No touchdowns were scored this game.
For the first time.
Yes, I know what you're about to say.
For the first time, the Jaguars have won a game for the first time in the last 420 days by a score of 6-9. That is nice.
Also, Josh Allen was murdered by Josh Allen. Did you know that?
That was funny. Yes.
I thought that was hilarious.
How many sacks did Josh Allen get on Josh Allen?
He had like
one
two
sack.
or three.
1 sack and a pick.
Oh, yeah, he had a pick. I knew he had a pick, but I couldn't remember how many sacks. It was just the one.
Yeah, he only had the 1 sack.
That's crazy. And he recovered a fumble.
Dude, Josh Allen, honestly, really lost the game for the Bills.
Crazy. Yeah, Josh Allen had a day, and then Josh Allen didn't have a day. What a nutty sentence to say.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing else to say here except for Jacksonville's defense showed up, and the Bills' offense looks stagnant.
Yes, do we have any concerns about the Bills right now?
No, nah. Like I'm telling you, they're 5-3, and they're leading their division. Granted, it's not by much, but I think that they are very much still competitive because they have beaten teams like the Chiefs, who we've agreed who's not like the best team right now, but they've also shut out like multiple teams. Mm-hmm. You know, I think this is you can have bad days. You could be a 3-loss team. It's okay. You're 5-3. It's fine. The Bills will be okay. My opinion.
Yeah.
Next up would be the return of Tyrod Taylor in Houston versus Miami, which pissed me off more than the life itself. The Texans decided that Tyrod Taylor wanted to throw 3 picks, and they did not pull him, and they did not play. Davis Mills should have played. My humble opinion. Tyrod Taylor obviously doesn't look like he's ready to play. He doesn't look like he's ready to play football.
Yeah, he's still really beat up. Also, Tua was out for this game. Jacoby Brissett started for the Dolphins.
And he didn't even have a great day. Threw 2 picks.
This was a fucking duel of incompetency.
Yeah, Gaskin had a great day.
This was Tank Bowl 2K21.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm mad that the Dolphins won it. Because we would have had like a top. I think we would have been like 2. We would have been at the 2 slot for the freaking draft, dude.
I think as of right now, don't the Eagles have like 3 of the top 14 picks?
We have the Dolphins pick, our pick, and I think the Colts pick.
For Carson Wentz, yeah.
Something stupid like that. So like if the Colts, I don't think the Colts is going to stick because I know they're a good team. But the Dolphins could very well still stick. I hope.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, this was the doo-doo bowl, and the Dolphins won the doo-doo bowl. All right. Wow, so many games I got wrong this week. Holy crap.
We both got a lot of games wrong because there's a lot of upsets. Anybody who bet on the NFL this week would just basically lost money. That's all that happened.
Yeah, I have the Colts right and the Ravens right so far today. This thing. That's it.
Yeah, I don't have too many.
Speaking of more upsets, the Raiders going up against the Giants. The Giants won this football game.
They did.
The Giants, the Washington football team, and the Philadelphia Eagles are all tied at 3-6, with the Cowboys being 6-2.
I thought Washington was.
Nope, they're 3-6.
Washington's 2-6.
Are they 2-6?
Yeah, they just had their bye.
Oh, that's right. They are 2-6. I thought they were 3-6 for some reason. We're not last.
You got that going for you.
We got that going for us. Daniel Jones, Booker, they picked off Derek Carr twice. The defense showed up, and they just, I don't know what else to tell you. The defense got a pick 6. They found the end zone one time in that game, and it was to Hunter Renfrow, and that was like it.
Yeah, Derek Carr didn't look too great. The Raiders overall didn't look too great. I started the Raiders defense willingly, and they got like 8 points, but I didn't think the Browns defense would get 18.
I mean, yeah.
Because normally my go-to, I have the Bucs defense as well, and I willingly picked up the Raiders defense because I'm like, I don't trust the Browns defense against the Bengals.
And they got a pick 6. I bet you were mad after the first quarter because they got a pick 6 right at the beginning of the game.
Yep. Yeah, because I have the Bucs defense. That's my go-to defense right now. But
of course, as it should be. Yeah, but Giants upset. Giants look good on defense. That's all it is. They got a pick 6. Like, life is good for them, I guess.
All right.
Next up was Eagles. Chargers at Eagles. The Eagles are still winless at home this season. And we lost a very close game, 27-24 to the LA Chargers. Justin Herbert looked like a menace to society. Holy crap. Justin Herbert looks great. I think this is a great pick-me-up for the Chargers specifically because they needed a game like this, and this was a great showing for the Eagles. Side note, Eagles, leave Jordan Howard on the active roster if you want to live. Their offense is looking like it's finally deciding to roll. They did lose 27-24, but it was things that I was not concerned about. I think we can actually beat up on teams that have good defenses like the Chargers, who have a great defense, in my humble opinion. We actually could have very much won this game, and we just did not. So that sucked. It is what it is. We gave up we had them 3rd and 6 at the end of the game where we could have actually forced them to turn the ball over. We actually did. We would have had a great enough defense. I saw the matchups. It was great. We went neutral zone infraction, and it sucked. We should have stopped them, and we didn't. Jordan Howard is really good at football. Devontae Smith had a great breakout game. Jalen Hurts looked clean on the ground and through the air. Justin Herbert is a god amongst men, and that is all. Thank you.
Nicely done. Well executed. Good timing. Keenan Allen also had a nuts game.
Yeah, Keenan Allen did pop off. But that's just the Eagles defense for you. We had like 4 CBs on the freaking death list. Because we got like 3 in trades and we didn't play any of them this week.
Yeah.
Anyway, next week we'll probably have some people there, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Broncos don't have as crazy receivers as the freaking Chargers do, in my opinion.
That's accurate, yeah.
Because Keenan Allen and Mike Williams are cool, but you guys have a good receiving core, but they're not Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. You don't have Austin Eckler coming out of the backfield.
I think we'd have a better one if KJ Hamler was healthy.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, we got Judy, we got Sutton, we got...
Tim Patrick's nuts.
Tim Patrick.
I love... Yeah, that team, that wide receiver core is really good. It's just not... I feel like it's not... It's the star power thing for me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, they have the... They're like elite. These guys are still young, so...
Yes. Honestly, one of the bigger upsets of the week, in my opinion, is the fact that the Chiefs won this game and Patrick Mahomes only threw for 166 yards.
Well, I mean...
That doesn't sound like something that should be happening.
No, right? And they won 13-7, but you want to know why? Is because they had to play against the Aaron Rodgers-less Packers.
Yeah.
The big thing...
That's what the Packers have to look forward to. Post-Aaron Rodgers. That's Jordan Love.
Yeah, and he scored that touchdown with 4 minutes and 54 seconds left in the game.
So, yeah, it's empty calories.
Speaking of Packers, hold on. This just in. Packers are fined $300,000 for violating NFLPA COVID protocols. Aaron Rodgers and Alan Lazar are both fined $14,650. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen that story, Aaron Rodgers, I guess, reported that he was vaccinated and realistically was not. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's why he was out for this game. And he, provided everything goes through, he will get cleared Saturday and could play against the Seahawks, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure, but if not, Jordan Love is going to be there, and I don't know. Even with the COVID issue, that's really bad timing for the Packers because they really, if they could have kept the ball rolling, they'd look crazy going into playoffs, man. But yeah, Chiefs win. Patrick Mahomes only threw for 166 yards and a touchdown, so there's that. And it was to Kelsey, so even better.
Last
Cardinals
game Sunday afternoon.
Niners.
Yeah, Cardinals beat the Niners 31-17.
Cardinals beat the Niners without DeAndre Hopkins.
Without D-Hop.
Kyler Murray. One of their running backs went out.
Chase Edmonds
James
got
Conner.
hurt this game.
Yeah, James Conner had 3 touchdowns this game. I would know. The dude, whoever played me in fantasy, had 40 freaking points with this man.
Yes.
Colt McCoy.
Yeah, Colt McCoy looked pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, George Kittle had him a breakout game. Jimmy G made a really bad decision with that pick, but they still would have lost by 2 touchdowns in my opinion. So it was really rough. They were down really bad most of the game, and it just was like garbage time. Their one good touchdown, and it was like, they couldn't do anything.
So what do we think about the Niners then overall? Because it feels like they're not very good.
I don't feel like Trey Lance is the answer either. I think their defense looks clean and George Kittle looks amazing. But what's up with their receivers? Because they have Brandon Ayuk, and they haven't really been playing him this year. And Debo, what's he been doing all season? Yeah. I haven't seen him much.
And I know their running backs are pretty beat up too.
Yeah.
So,
which is I get that. But here's the thing:
it feels like there's a lot of pieces with the 49ers, and I've said my praise about Kyle Shanahan, but is it maybe time to consider that he's not as good as we thought he was?
I actually don't think it's all Kyle Shanahan's fault. His team has been very beat up the last couple of years, realistically. But I mean, maybe, who knows? Well, I think you give it one more year. I really, truly do. Because I don't think you fire him. At least one more year. Because next year, maybe you need to get rid of Jimmy G. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe you need to get another receiver or two. Maybe you guys need to get Odell Beckham Jr. Maybe that's what's necessary to help your team out because your guys' receivers aren't showing up. Your running backs aren't really showing up. The only person it felt like that showed up this game was George Kittle.
Yep.
So what are you guys going to do about it? It's my mindset.
All right.
Titans at Rams was Sunday Night Football, and freaking Matt Stafford looked like heart garbage.
He looked like Jared Goff.
He really did.
The Titans' defense, honestly, was probably the most impressive part of this game for me. Like, you held the LA Rams to 16 points. Well, clearly, I mean, it's not like the offense was firing on all cylinders. Like, Adrian Peterson.
No Derrick Henry.
Adrian Peterson, who's got to be one of the oldest running backs in the NFL, scored like a 3-yard touchdown. Like, this wasn't the Titans' offense. It's not the. They don't have to respect Derrick Henry anymore. They don't have to respect the run game, so they can cover A.J. Brown and Julio.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so Titans win this game, and honestly, it was a big game. I'm very impressed with what the Titans have done. I didn't think the Titans were going to be this good.
Yeah, going 7-2 with that win, really big. I think the Titans are a good football team. I expected them to be a good football team because of Derrick Henry. Now, without Derrick Henry, this was a real test, and they showed up on the road and won a big game.
Yep.
Plain and simple. Even without their offense doing amazing. Their defense popped off, and they need to continue that all season because when they get to the playoffs, guess who gets to come back? Mr. Henry. So let's see what they can do with that. Okay,
Monday Night Football, Bears at Steelers. Steelers win 29-27. This was embarrassing on the NFL's part.
Oh, absolutely. Holy crap. I wasn't even going to talk about that.
This was very one-sided against the Bears.
Absolutely.
The officiating was atrocious.
Yeah, and the Bears only lost by 2 points. That's the crazy part.
The refs directly got the Steelers 10 points. The Bears should have won this game.
Absolutely.
You saw the one ref who hip checked.
Yeah, hip checked the player and then threw a flag on him.
Yep.
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
No, that was embarrassing on the NFL's part, and
terrible.
That referee needs to be suspended.
Maybe even fired. That was terrible, man.
Yeah,
that's atrocious. You can't do that, man.
Yeah, no, Bears should have won this game.
Absolutely.
This is the NFL's fault that the Bears did not win this game. All right, so that takes us to we're doing okay. We got about 4.5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
We got about 4.5 minutes to go through Week 10.
We killed it. I feel like we did a great job.
We did. Okay, so Week 10 buys this week are the Bears, Bengals, Giants, and Texans. I bet you the Texans
Bengals needed this bye. Bengals needed this bye to recuperate, and then they go in against the Raiders, which is a big game for them.
Yes.
And then Bears need to recuperate after what just happened to them. So
yeah, and Giants coming off a good win against the Raiders too. Getting ready for the Bucs on Monday Night Football next week. That'll be a big one for sure. And the Texans, who cares?
Yeah.
Okay, they're gonna get
kicking things off
next week.
Tonight. Tonight, I guess Thursday night is for us. Obviously, tonight for you guys watching because that's when I upload them. The Ravens are heading to Miami to take on the Dolphins, and I have no doubt in my mind that the Ravens come in and win this game.
Yes, I have no reason to. Well, I mean. Nothing is certain in the NFL.
And never is.
But this is about as certain as the NFL will get. I'm also going with the Ravens.
Yeah. Bills at Jets.
This is also about Sunday. As certain as you will get in the NFL. I'm going with the Bills.
The Bills are going to recover. Again, the Jags game sucked, but I think they're going to recover and win this game very nicely.
Yep, I agree.
Maybe even a shutout.
Yep. Okay, Bucs at Washington. Both these teams coming off of a bye.
I have no doubt in my mind that Tom Brady off a bye is deadly as hell, so I'm going Bucs.
Yeah, I'll also go with Bucs.
Falcons at Cowboys. As much as I want to pick the Falcons this game, I can't willingly do that because the Cowboys defense is playing very, very well when it comes to the passing game. And the Falcons do that the best. That's their best form of attack with Matt Ryan and their great receivers. So I'm going Cowboys.
I'm going with the Cowboys because they're not the Falcons.
Also true. Saints at Titans.
This was honestly a really hard game for me to call.
It's kind of a hard game to pick.
Because I think you saw the Titans last week against the Rams, and if that's the same Titans team that shows up against the Saints, the Titans win this game. But I don't know if that's going to happen.
We don't know. See, the thing with me is I think Julio and
you take a look at the Saints team that showed up for the Falcons game in the fourth quarter. If that's the Saints team that shows up for this game, the Saints will win this game.
The thing is Trevor Siemian going to keep that up because he is a backup quarterback.
Exactly.
Typically, they make mistakes, so it happens, dude.
That's why I think the sure bet here, the one I'm more confident on, is the Titans.
I'm going Titans as well.
Okay, Jaguars at Colts. Come on,
dude.
Colts.
I'm going Colts, but I'm letting you know right now, the Jaguars are coming off a win against the Bills, and for some god-awful reason, Carson Wentz seems to struggle against, bad teams. It always ends up happening. Outside of like the Jets this past week, it's some reason. Like every time he gets a big win, they're like, yeah, momentum, we're about to kill this game too, and then they lose it. Every freaking time.
Yeah, but the Jaguars are really bad.
Yeah, but they just beat the Bills.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm picking the Colts, but I'm just saying, I swear to God, Carson, you better win this game.
Okay, Lions at Steelers.
It's go time. It's my time.
You go with the Lions?
Upset. I'm going.
I know. I smell the upset too, but I'm
feeling the upset.
I'm not taking the risk. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh.
Not this week. Upset. We are spicy, not stupid.
Okay, Browns at Patriots.
Patriots.
Browns.
Spicy, not stupid.
I'm going with the Browns.
Patriots on a roll, dude.
The Browns
I'm feeling
are
confident
better
in the Patriots.
without OBJ. Changed my mind.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I've the Patriots defense is playing elite football right now, and I think they can lock up Baker Mayfield based off how he's played all year.
Okay. Vikings at Chargers.
They're about to lose again at a late game field goal.
I know, it's going to suck. Chargers win.
It's going to happen.
Panthers at
Cardinals.
Cardinals are one of the best teams in the NFL. I'm taking the Cardinals.
Yeah, I think Kyler Murray's back this week. So
Eagles at Broncos. Come on.
We willingly can't pick each other's teams,
Yeah,
so
I'm
going
picking
with
the
the
Broncos.
Eagles.
I'm picking the Broncos.
Yeah, that's just...
We have to.
Yeah, we know what's at stake.
Okay, Seahawks at Packers.
I'm going Seahawks.
I think
even if Aaron Rodgers gets cleared on Saturday, he's not going to be able to practice all week, so it's going to be weird.
Exactly.
So I think with Russell Wilson coming back, it's going to be great for the Seahawks and their method. I'm expecting a big game from DK as well.
Yeah, especially with the Seahawks coming off a bye. I'm more confident in the Seahawks than I am the Packers this game.
Exactly.
Okay, Sunday Night Football, Chiefs at Raiders.
I'm actually going Chiefs. This is in Vegas, but I feel like Patrick Mahomes needs his revenge tour because this Raiders team always gives him trouble minimum for some reason. I'm feeling like revenge game here.
I'm going with the Raiders. And 6 seconds, Rams at Niners.
Rams. Amen. Done.
And there it is.
Like, perfect. That's crazy. What a speed run, ladies and gentlemen.
Nicely done.
So
well executed.
Beautiful job. Round of applause all around. Just to reiterate, guys, we did make a friendly wager here over on Behind the Plays. If the Eagles beat the Broncos, I will not have to do anything. But Eric will have to cover his face in green face paint. That midnight green Eagle face paint. That's what he has to do. But if the Broncos
the best
win,
green that I found. But yeah.
Yeah, the closest you can get. The Broncos win. I have to do the same thing, but in orange.
Oh god, this is gonna be a rough
week. Yeah.
It's
gonna be. I bet you. We're gonna. If you have time, I feel like we should watch this game together.
Yeah, I should be home Sunday. We're out of town this weekend, but we come back like Saturday afternoon, so we should.
I'm not sure exactly what my Sunday holds. That's why.
Neither do I.
I know I'm off the next Monday, so it doesn't really matter. I know we're gonna do stuff on Monday, but Sunday, I'll figure it out. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed. I think I got the Steelers game right, which I'm pretty happy about, but it shouldn't have been the case. Chiefs I got right. Cardinals I got right.
Yeah, well, let's see. I have one.
Ravens I got 5 right, I think. That's terrible. Holy crap. I think this is the worst week we've ever had in this.
I had 5 as well.
That's crazy. I think this is easily the worst week we've ever had.
It's not even close. This is a very upsetty week.
That's crazy.
To be fair, okay, I'm calling it now. We had 6. Oh, no, I had 6.
I picked the Steelers over the Bears. So I should have had 4 in reality.
So then I did have 6. I was thinking the other opposite, right? Okay, let me count this one more time. Colts, I got
the Colts right.
I got the Colts, I got the Ravens.
Ravens too.
I got the Chargers, Chiefs, Cardinals, and the Steelers.
Chiefs. I got the Chiefs, Cardinals, and the Steelers. So I had 5, you had 6.
Oh, did you pick the Eagles over the Chargers?
Of course I did.
Yes, okay. That's right. They're the Eagles, I forgot. So yeah,
and you know what's crazy is that game was so winnable. It breaks my heart.
Yeah, so I had 6.
All right.
Either way, it's still embarrassing. That's 6 and 8.
I mean, yeah, but I went 5 and 9. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening on this week's podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be editing this and getting this up on Thursday on time. The 30-minute podcast. We might have to try this again. This was fun.
Yeah, this was interesting. I liked it.
The quick podcast, quick chill, quick vibes. I've given some thought. I think we're going to make a potential TikTok so I can upload our takes so people can flock to the thing. So I think I'm going to try it out. We'll see how it goes.
See how it goes? Yeah, I like that idea.
I mean, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
After the first time I'm hearing about it, so.
Dude, I've been thinking about doing TikTok for a while. It's just really hard to execute because I need, like, if I had an editor, life would be easy.
Yeah.
But I don't. And I don't have money for an editor, so yeah.
Right.
Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Appreciate all of you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you're new, and hit the follow button over on Spotify. All links to everything we own are in the description below. With that, we're going to get the better. This is Behind the Plays. I'm Davion. That is Eric, and we are out. Peace.
See ya.